tonic, sipping on a gin and tonic. Got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Neecee Lexy. If you're new here, I'm a content creator, digital marketer, as well as a blogger. And for those who are just joining me, welcome to Neecee Lexy Boss Up with Me Girl Stock Edition. And what I do is I help entrepreneurs and also business owners, medium to large size, grow their business as well as scale their fundamental. So one of the biggest thing I wanted to cover in today's topic is that we are going to be discussing basically the what is the fastest way for you to grow your business. I was live a minute ago, but I realized that my mic was off, so that's why I need to reshoot it because this is such an important topic, and I want to be able for you guys to be able to learn from some of the concept that I'm going to be providing here. Especially being a lot of you guys are business owners and entrepreneurs who are thinking of actually scaling your business. So this video is actually going to be super important to you. So because you're going to be learning about some tactics and some strategy on how to scale your business, on how to grow. Whether you are a musician and artist, obviously music being a business, and how you can scale that. And if you are, I don't know, a media personality, if you are dental, if you are e-commerce, all of these strategic marketing is very important for you in order to grow and scale your business. And that is why I wanted to be able to kind of cover this topic. And I asked you guys before last week that if you have any questions or topic you want me to cover. And so one of these questions was, what is the fastest way for growth of a business? And that is why I wanted to be able to highlight it today. If you're on my YouTube and you wanted to follow up on my future videos, make sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date. If you're on YouTube, just follow me and you will get all the live videos. So one of the things that I wanted to highlight today is that before you start your business, or even if you already start your business and now you want to consider in scaling that business, I want you to consider on doing market research. So one of the things is when you're doing your market research, you want to be able to analyze your competition. You want to be able to know what your competition are basically doing, their bread and butter, like what exactly are they doing so well that and what are some areas that are not doing so well, so that way you can be able to kind of come into the market, understand the risk, understand the reward, understand basically how competitive of how saturated the industry is. And so that when you enter that market, you already have your research, you already know that you're going to be generating income, you're going to be generating revenue. You do not want to enter a market that there's no customer for it, because it's going to be waste of your time and waste of your efforts. So that's why it's very important for you to be able to do that market research ahead of time. The other thing I wanted you to be able to consider is that market penetration is that you aim for the strategy is to increase the sales of existing product or services on existing market. So, and then understanding how can you be able to utilize some of these informations that you basically obtain from your market research. And then once you have studied and developed the market research, then you wanted to consider on building a sales funnel. A sales funnel basically means that when you are a business owner, you understand that your buyer journey experience is very dynamic. The people that are coming in to see you, sometimes if they're coming to see you when they're in their brand awareness level, they just basically first time seeing you, they haven't noticed you before, they don't know that you exist, this is their first interaction with you. So what kind of information are you providing to that individual, so that way they can trust your business, they can know that, oh, you know what, this is so and so, this is Neecee Lexy brand, so what is she all about? This is just a discovery phase for them. The second thing is also understanding some people might be in the consideration phase, right? So these people actually already know that you exist, and they know that you offer this service, but they also know that your competitor are offering it. So what other things can you offer them? What other things can you kind of convince them that makes you stand out against your competition, and it makes you stand out, like your brand kind of be a more high authority compared to the other competitor. So if somebody comes to Neecee Lexy, they're trying to watch content, they know right away out of the gate that, you know what, yes, Neecee Lexy does live blog, Neecee Lexy interview entrepreneurs, Neecee Lexy interview artists, Neecee Lexy offer digital marketing concept, and she's very knowledgeable in that industry. They already know this is what they're getting off. That is the reason why. So if they're trying to consider other digital marketer, they'll be like, okay, do they offer the same thing as she does? If they don't offer it, then most likely they're going to come with Neecee Lexy. So these are some things that you want to be able to do also in your business, is that when a client comes to you during the consideration phase, when they're trying to consider your brand, is what are you actually offering them, and how are you convince them that your product or your service is better than the competitor, and how can they maximize, and what benefits is that product is actually providing, does this provide solution to their pinpoint. The other thing you need to consider is that when they're making that buying decision, is all about what you're offering for them. And then other thing I wanted you also to do is that when you consider on growing your business, the fastest way is to also make sure that you are being creative and you are generating automations. Automation is the fastest way to go. You don't want to spend most of your time creating your business, developing your business, focusing on all this stuff. You want it to have a system where about things are working for you. Like you email, the email that you send out, or the email response. Like for example, if somebody emailed me today, they automatically get a response. I don't respond to this email right away. I will actually have an automated email that tells them, hey, we got your email. We'll respond back to you within 48 to 24 hours. Because this is a system, they know that we have gathered it. So that way they have, there's a marketing funnel behind the scene that kind of be able to help them understand that, you know what, there's a human that's going to be interacting with them, but at least we got your message. So all of these stuff are very important. It might seem simple, but in the long run, it will be super important for you. And that's why you see a lot of brands, especially within the US market, the Canada, the European, whenever you interact with them, you get a lot of email responses, or sometimes you get email coupons sent to you. So these are all part of the automations that helps the business grow, because if we are engaging with your client and you're engaging with your customer, you're constantly like sending them reminders and you're constantly updating them with what's going on with your brand and your business. They're staying on the know. So they're more likely to be like, oh yeah, you know what? This is a very engaging brand. They're offering me something that actually what I'm looking for. So they're more likely to stay consistent with you. The other thing I want you to consider is also diversification is very important. You want to be able to increase your customer retention. You want to be able to provide great service, and you also want it to be able to have a strong customer service. The worst thing you could do to your business is grow it in a level that is everybody kind of trust and understand you, but your customer service does not match your brand value. So that's also going to hurt your business as a whole. So that's why it's very important for you to be able to create that customer service experience, so that whenever somebody kind of interact with your brand, they know and trust you, but they also actually kind of consider you because of your customer service. And that's why you see like things like Amazon is very popular, is because Amazon offer you, whenever you shop from them, they have an Amazon Prime account where you get your products sent to you within 24 hours. It's very convenient. You don't have to leave your house. The product already automatically comes to your house. And also, you don't have to worry about shipping products. So all of this stuff is part of their customer service. And if you have any damaged product and things like that, when you get your shipment, you can contact the customer service. They'll be able to refund your money. So all of this experience makes it more easy and more trustworthy for your brand. So these are some things that you could be able to do. If the customer is able to resonate with your customer service, you will be able to grow your business a little bit faster. The other thing that you could do is also participate in any networking event. The fastest way to grow as a small business owner or somebody just kind of coming in is making sure that you participate in networking event. If there's any event that is regarding marketing, regarding business, consider on tapping into these networking, because this is where you can also kind of get your future partners. This is where you can be able to kind of talk about your brand to other people that are just walking into these networking, so that way they get to know about you and you become that voice, that walking marketing and basically talking about your brand in this event. The other thing I wanted to also consider for you is that try to do a form of strategic partnership. So a lot of big brands, they like to do a collaborative with other brands. So they like to do collaborations with other brands. So for example, you see the HBO and Disney Alter High Tech Mission and Nokia and Microsoft, or even Beats by Dre and Apple. They collaborate to be able to give you guys products. This is called form of strategic partnership, because what they're doing is that I am collaborating with other brands to make sure that I'm tapping into their own audience. And then in return, my audience also kind of understand and get to know the other brands. So this is kind of form of a collaborations that they're offering. And that is why you see Beat by Drake and Apple, they've becoming a very strong, even though they're totally different company. One company is creating headsets and headsets for Beats and things like that. And the other company is about product like, you know, the MacBook, the iPhone and things like that. But if you bought an Apple Mac computer or you bought a phone, you get a headset. So this is a part of a strategic partnership that they have joined together to make sure that, you know, it works for their marketing strategy. It works to grow their company together, because now I'm just going for a phone or I'm going for a laptop, and now I know about this headset. So I'm more likely to end up kind of, you know, if I want to get another headset or my friend like my headset, they might be like, oh, where did you get it from? They're like, oh, this is a headset by so and so, and it's actually a good quality. So this is a part of a strategic partnership that you wanted to do, especially when you're considering on kind of tapping in and growing your business. Kind of try to collaborate collaborate with other brands that could also potentially kind of scale your business. The other thing I would also say is get organized. As a business owner, the worst thing you could do is like, scaling your business, but then don't know what or where things are. When you get organized, this is also part of kind of, keeping records and detail of everything that you do, whether it's like your receipts, whether it's like the documentation, all the legal stuff. You have to keep it very organized, because at the end of the year, for a lot of us, we have to file tax, and we also have to kind of keep in touch with all the receipts and kind of get your tax return. That's why it's very important for you. The other thing you can also do with your bookkeeping record is that making sure that you understand for month to month growth. How are you doing? How is your sale doing for month to month? Are you actually generating more sales every month? Are you actually increasing, or are you actually decreasing? And if you are decreasing, what happened? Like, what exactly caused you to decrease in number of your sales? And if you are increasing, what are things that are working so that you can continue on doing it, and what are things that are not working? And so that way you can also kind of pivot your marketing strategy. And that is why it's very important for you to get organized and to know what's going on behind the scene in your business when you're considering to scale your business. So I hope you guys like some of these strategic tips and tricks on how to basically to grow your business faster with marketing, and some basic strategy. For those who find this video very useful, make sure to share it with your friends or family that are business owners, so they can actually start learning from it. And for those who love to watch my live interview with entrepreneurs, I actually have an interview coming up next. So make sure to stay tuned so you can see the next surprises guest that I have for you guys here at later on. But also subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can stay up to date with my content and also some of the tips that I do for business owners. And I would see you guys next time. Have a great day. Bye.